Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but Blade Rhythm here to talk about Avengers again. It's been a few months since my last video, and after the video I put down on Sifu, I took a break of sorts from YouTube and content creation, all of that, because life. But with the new update for Avengers that dropped yesterday, I figured now would be a good time to come back to creating some stuff for you guys to watch. But yeah, Avengers, where do we start from? Since my last video on Avengers, which was about 6 months ago, Crystal Dynamics have added quite a few things into the game, mostly just bug updates or patch updates, some weapon tuning, some damage modifiers, some slight new enemy variations. They even added a small little expand. No, it was not really an expansion, but a small little update that brought Nick Fury back out of the shadows to lead Shield once again. And they've been busy in the background, if I'm being honest with you. But that's generally what's been going on since 6 months ago, plus or minus. And in the time, a lot of things have changed. A lot of games have come and gone. A lot of movies have been announced, especially the Thor Love and Thunder movie, which is going to have Jane Foster as a character, as the Mighty Thor from the comic run, the Mighty Thor. And interestingly enough, Crystal Dynamics decided that this would be the best time to add Jane Foster to the game. So the update that dropped yesterday was quite literally Jane Foster in Avengers, which is pretty cool. But there's a big but. Let's start from her and how she plays and how the update really is. As it stands, she is a very fun hero to use. I mean, don't get me wrong, she is Thor in a way. She is Thor. So most of the moves she has, and most of the um, dress she has is very similar to what Thor has already. She has similar intrinsics, similar heroes. Her ultimate is different from Thor's, which is nice. And I think I've gotten into a discussion with a friend about this as to who has the better ultimate, and he's leaning a lot more on Jane, and I understand why. It's a pretty fun ultimate. She fights very similar. Some light attacks are unique to her, but she's got the spinning around hammer attack that Thor has. She's got the same heavy attack when you press triangle or Y, depending on what you're playing on. But the variation as to how the attacks comes about is different. Um, she moves differently. The upgrades that I've seen for her at the moment work really well to differentiate her from Thor. Like I've been using it since she came out just to get a feel for her, and she plays very differently. I mean, as I said, she's got similar things to Thor, but in actuality, in gameplay, it feels different. It looks different, and I think I'm gonna have to do a comparison between her and Thor probably sometime, just to see just how different they feel, or just how different it is. But yeah, as a new hero to the game, she's fun. Um, as before, like every other hero that drops into the Avengers game, she's free to play, so you don't have to pay anything to get her. You might have to pay to unlock her hero card, but you can get the currency for that just by playing the game itself, so you don't have to worry about that too much. And you don't really need the hero card to enjoy the character as she is, because everything that's in the hero card is just cosmetics, and that's the truth. But yeah, that still ends up being one of the best things of Avengers, I would say, being able to play new heroes without having to open up your wallet. It's a great little bonus to have. But I guess this is the same but as I said at the beginning of the video. But I don't know if this is enough to bring anybody back into Avengers. And when I say anybody, I mean anyone who has dropped Avengers as a whole. The game is fun. When I reviewed the game when it dropped, I said it was fun. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed how the characters played. I enjoyed how unique everyone was. When Black Panther dropped, he was a great character. The expansion was a bit short, but the story was kind of nice. When Spider-Man dropped, great character, same thing. The game is fun to play based on how the characters play, but I feel like the game is lacking. Is lacking. That's is lacking. That's the best way I can say it. Having a new hero to play is fun, and honestly, we've been due for one for a while. And as I said, it's been plus or minus 6 months since the last big update that they added a hero or something into the game. As someone who's played this game since it dropped, I want an actual reason to want to open up the game that doesn't have to do with just getting a new hero. I want a story update. I want the story expansion. I want the I want each hero to come with a story worth my attention, worth my interest, and I don't think the game has that. And that's not to even talk about or bring up the bugs that the game still has. The game is not perfect; it still has some bugs that are still plaguing it. It's not as bad as it used to be. So they've obviously been working at fixing the bugs and allowing or ensuring that the gameplay cycle is smooth, which is really cool, and I really appreciate for that. They've done custom updates. You got new costumes for all the heroes, which is also nice. I appreciate that. I love that. But I want something big. I want something to look forward to in Avengers. And I feel like that's what a lot of people who are burnt out of the game are. There is nothing. I don't want to compare Avengers to another game. That's the truth. I don't feel like it's adds to the conversation, but there should be something on the horizon that would make me want to put up Avengers, even if it's just to prepare for the new expansion coming out. But there's nothing. I haven't heard anything coming out. I haven't seen anything in the blogs, and I've been checking, and yeah, that's quite literally it. Like I know some heroes that have been determined that are due to come for the game. I'm not gonna list them out because I don't think this is the place to discuss them. I feel like when Crystal Dynamics are ready to talk about them, they probably would, assuming that their characters are still coming. So I guess I'll leave that for them to handle. But the gameplay cycle is not giving me that much to work with anymore, and I guess that's really it. I love Avengers. I'm still gonna keep playing it. I'm still gonna keep covering anything they add that I feel like needs to be talked about. But yeah, I want new stories. I want new villains. I want new villains. They announced a patrol that was supposed to drop with Wakanda. We still don't have a patrol yet. I don't know if that is still on their schedule or their time scale to drop. I would need to double check that. But those are things I guess I'm looking forward to. I want to see more of what they can actually bring into the game that is not just a new hero. I want the new hero and a story, or just a big story that encompasses the whole game, or a new raid or something. And I understand, obviously, these things are not done quickly. I get it. I'm not saying that they have to rush anything. That's not what I'm saying. But it'd be nice to know that there's something to wait for, there's something to look forward to that is more than just balancing changes or new heroes. And yeah, that's really it. If you've dropped the game and you don't like what they are doing, I personally don't think Jane Foster's gonna bring you back. If you still play it on occasion, or if you just want to test it out, if this is your first time playing Avengers, then jump in. Jane Foster is free. Have fun. People are always going to be online playing the game anyway, so you're going to find people to play with. You're going to have some fun. You're going to have some laughs. The banter between characters is always going to be funny, so you're going to enjoy it. And yeah, that's really it on Avengers right now. I didn't mean to make it this long, flipping 10 minutes and whatnot, but I guess I'm just frustrated. But that's just neither here or there. Anyway, on more general stuff, seeing as I'm back, I should be making a lot more videos on different other stuff that are happening in the gaming sphere. So yeah, as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you see. It will be very much appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time.